What is going on YouTube? It is Clubnismo, and this is my Prisoner Spellblade build for mid-game in Elden Ring. There won't be any spoilers in this video, and unfortunately I'm not going to show you guys each location for every individual piece because this video would be around an hour long, and I have a couple guides on my channel showing where I've gotten a few of my items, and there's a ton of content creators out there making location guides for each and every piece that I have on my build. So if you guys are interested, go look around and you guys will be able to find every single thing you need. So we'll start off by just going through the stats here. I am level 58. I've been putting a few points into vigor just to get my health up a little bit, a couple points into mind to raise that FP pool so we could cast more spells, and I've been primarily focusing on dexterity and intelligence to get our damage as high as possible. For our equipment, I am running the Moonveil Katana, and I absolutely love this weapon because it scales so high with intelligence and dexterity. It's just perfect for what we need it for. It's got great magical attacks. You don't need scholar, well, you can't use scholar ornaments on this sword, and I wouldn't recommend putting an Ashes of War on it either, because the main skills it has high AoE and big damage. And plus this katana has a passive effect causing blood loss buildup, so that's a huge bonus. On our offhand, we are running a meteorite staff, and this is a great staff. This will take you all the way through early game into mid game until you get your intelligence up fairly high to run different staffs. But the meteorite staff has a passive effect where it boosts your gravity sorcery, so we are using rock sling just to get that big damage boost for when we want to fight at range. And I'm running a sword and shield on my back bar just in case I run out of FP in a long boss fight. I can go a little bit defensive and play it safe, blocking, roll dodging around. To be completely honest, I don't go on my back bar too much. I mainly play just my sword and staff. We have a ton of damage, so we burn the boss quick enough where we don't have to overly go super defensive to finish him off. And for the gear, we are running Preceptor's set. So this set gives you 3 intelligence and a little bit of poise. This is an awesome set, looks super cool, and it functions very well with our build, just giving us that extra FP so we don't have to put the points into it and we can focus mainly on intelligence and dexterity. Another alternative would be the Snow Witch set. This set looks absolutely magnificent, but unfortunately it doesn't give you any stats at all, really. It just looks super cool. The Preceptor and the Snow Witch set, you acquire them at the same time. I won't give you guys any spoilers, but you get the sets from the same quest line, and it's a long quest line and it's extremely difficult, but visually these are probably my 2 favorite looking sets in the game. The Preceptor set is a little bit more functional than the Snow Witch set, but it's completely up to you what you guys want to run. Either or will work perfectly fine. For our talismans, we are running Erdtree Favor, and this raises your HP, stamina, and equipment load. So the reason I'm running this is because it's raising all these primary stats that I don't have the extra points to put into. For example, if you want to run a little bit heavier equipment and stay in that medium load, this would be a great talisman to help you acquire that, because we aren't going to be stacking any points into endurance. For our next one, we're running the Green Turtle. This one raises your stamina recovery speed, and this is great because when we're up in the boss's face doing our katana attacks, our Karian Slicer, our stamina drains quickly, and if you roll dodge away, your stam pool is filled right back up, ready for you to get into battle immediately. Third talisman, we're running Ragdon Icon, and this is a great one because it shortens your spell casting time. I'm sure you guys all know that Rock Sling is a tediously slow spell to cast, and this shortens the cast time by quite a bit. Plus, when you're up in the boss's face, the last thing you want is to be getting ready to hit your Carian Slicer and it doesn't cast fast enough and the boss knocks you off your poise or just one-shots you. So having that fast cast time is extremely crucial on the Spellblade build. For our flasks, we run a 50-50 split. I'm missing one right now just because I drank it, but I usually run 5 and 5. But it all depends on what I'm doing as well. For example, the versatility on this build is absolutely insane. This boss that I just fought, I didn't feel comfortable up close, so I decided to do it from range. So I stacked a little bit more pots into FP and got the job done just as good as I would in melee range. Other bosses out there have a ton of resistance to magic, so casting spells just ain't gonna do it for you. So you can stack up some more HP pots and get right in their face with their katana and slice them up. So this build is super interesting in that aspect because you can either go melee or ranged, and if you go 50-50 split, you can do both at the exact same time. And for our spells, we are running the Carian Slicer, Glintstone Pebble, and the Rock Sling. So for the Glintstone, I have this on here just so if we're making our way through a castle or catacombs or just anywhere, you can pick away at the trash mobs with this skill and just get them out of your way so you're not stacking up too many people. And for the Rock Sling, this is our primary range skill, and you can either open with this or you can just use it strictly from range, whatever you prefer, whatever you're trying to do. This is a great spell, especially paired with our talisman that we have equipped and the meteorite staff. This skill is great. For the Carian Slicer, this is another good one because if we're fighting in melee range up close, you're swinging around with your katana doing your thing. You do the special ability, knock them off balance. You can get in there and start whipping them with the Carian Slicer, roll on out, and maybe play from range if they got some crazy abilities going on, and dip back in when you need to. All in all, the versatility of the Spellblade is like none other. It's an amazing build. It's a super fun class to play. And if you guys are interested in more Spellblade content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because throughout my first playthrough of Elden Ring, I'm going to be playing the Spellblade the entire time. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.